In this video, isi-share ko sa inyo kung paano gamitin ang Teams at para saan nga ba ang Microsoft Teams. Hello everyone, Sir Z here, and kung bago ka pa lang in this channel, I'm doing my best to find practical ways to level up my performance as a public school teacher, and at the same time, share my ideas to you to maybe and hopefully help you out in one way or another. And I also do tutorial videos of our SLM lessons for the students. Today, we will talk about Microsoft Teams, paano mo ito magagamit bilang isang teacher or as a team leader in collaborating with your colleagues, communicate with them, share files, conduct webinars, and even for your online classroom with your students. At kahit mga estudyante magagamit nila ito for their after-school activities, group work, or for their own group meetings. Ano nga ba ang Microsoft Teams? Just a disclaimer po, this is not a sponsored video but an honest review of the application from a teacher's point of view such as myself. Ang Microsoft Teams ay isang application na kasama na sa package or collection ng iyong Microsoft Office 365 account. Just in case na hindi pa po kayo aware, as a teacher under DepEd, meron na po tayong fully paid inactivated Microsoft 365 account provided to us for free by DepEd. Here is an example of an Office 365 account of a sample teacher. Kung meron na kayong tulad nito or something that looks like this, ito po ay para sa inyong Microsoft Office 365 account. But for students, natural na wala pa sila. But it's okay kasi pwede naman pong gumawa ng account for free, but with limited features nga lang. Anyway, that is still cool because the students will still be able to communicate and work with you using their free accounts connected to your DepEd MS Office 365 account as their teacher. Personally, for me, Microsoft Teams is a beast of an application because lahat ng ginagawa natin araw-araw, from creating, working, and saving documents, share files, and collaborate with our colleagues, communicate with them through calls, chat, and email, post notifications, schedule events, conduct virtual meetings, webinars, and online classroom, even in giving students assignments, grade using rubrics, monitor class and individual student progress. You name it, you can do it all here in just one compact workspace to tap that up with built-in account security and file safety features. And for me as a public school teacher who works using too many various applications, that is super convenient and super awesome indeed. Integrated na rin po dito, of course, ang lahat ng Microsoft applications that we regularly use such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on. And more than that, you can also and still access much more additional applications and add-ons you might find useful and can be installed into your Teams account. And since we DepEd teachers are using a fully paid version and paid subscription of Office 365, all other applications you will find in there for add-ons are absolutely free. To create an account, there are two ways po to access and create your Microsoft Teams account. One is the browser version for both desktop and mobile devices wherein you pull up a Google browser, i-type ang Microsoft Teams at i-click itong video conferencing, meetings, calling, followed by a vertical slash and the tag Microsoft Teams. On the home page, as a first-time user, your next step depends kung ikaw ay estudyante, a private school teacher, or a DepEd public school teacher with an existing activated Microsoft Office 365 account. Kung public school teacher ka under DepEd tulad ko, click Sign In and use your MS Office 365 credentials to sign in. Tulad ng example na ipinakita ko kanina, but if you are a student or a teacher from private schools, go for sign up for free. Complete the requirements to create your account and then go from there. The second way to access and create your Microsoft Teams account is to download the app itself and go through the same registration process. For desktop users, mapa-computer man yan or laptop, on this homepage, go to the upper right corner, download and install the app using this link, Download Teams. But for mobile phone users, what I did to add the app to my device is by getting it from the Google Play Store for Android users like me or from the Apple App Store if you are an iPhone user. Sana all my iPhone. Assuming that you already have installed and launched your Microsoft Teams account, this is how your main page will look like on the desktop. For first-time users, the activity page and the chat page will somewhat look confusingly the same. To explain their difference in the simplest way possible, ang activity page ay ang iyong public team page. Again, public team page or your general channel. So everything that you do here are publicly posted or shared for all your members or fellow members to see. That goes the other way with the chat page. Ang chat page naman ay ang iyong private channel, private wall, and private chat room. So if you will send or communicate with a particular member of your team outside the team's general channel, dito mo siya sa chat page hahanapin at gagawin. On both channels, in the activity and in the chat pages, you can do everything as far as communication and collaboration is concerned. From chatting, making calls, file sharing, posting notifications, conducting virtual conference, screen presentations, and more. The only difference is that the activity page is your public channel while the chat page is your private channel. Take note of that, okay? Easy to understand naman yung tungkol sa general or public channel, which is your activity page. So, paano ka makakapag-send or communicate with a team member in private? That is simple. Go to the chat page, and if you haven't had a recent conversation yet with that particular member you wish to contact, because the recent contacts will be displayed here sa left-hand panel for quick access, just click this icon up here for new chat and then type the name of the member here. The field will automatically fill up for you. Select the name of that member and then go from there using all the built-in communication and collaboration features from this page. Example, this one from my recent conversations. At the upper right corner, I have the option to do a video call or a regular audio call or share screen. While at the bottom portion, I have the options available for sharing files. Ngayon naman, if you are dealing with an entire team, you will always see this blue button, Join, to click on bago kayo makakasali sa conversation or makaka-interact within the group. Let's go now to the main idea of this tutorial, creating or joining a team. Click on Teams at the left-hand menu bar. As you can see, I already have two existing teams under my Teams page, my online classroom and my school organization. To create or join a team, go to the upper right corner and click this button that says Join or Create Team. In this page, yung dalawang nauna ay para sa'yo. The first box is for creating a new team, while the second box is for joining an existing team. Yung iba na nakikita nyo, these are existing teams created by other organizations using Microsoft Teams under the same company, in our case, DepEd. So let's not mind about them since we're not connected to these other teams. Like I said, to join a team, itong second box ang papasukan mo by typing in the code provided to you by the organization. But if you are here to create your very own school, online classroom, or a team for your working committee or group, hover your mouse pointer over the Create a Team box. It will display this blue button, Create Team. Click the button, and the next step is to identify what type of team you intend to create. Class is for obviously your online classroom. PLC or professional learning community are for committees, webinar groups, or any working committee in your school, in your district, division, and so on. Staff is for your school's own organization, kasama ang mga fellow teachers mo, your school head or principal, and other personnel of your school. While other is for any other group that has nothing to do with the first three mentioned. So go ahead and select one and just follow the instructions until you are done in creating your team. Once done, your team will appear on this page under Teams. Click a team to open and it will display the Teams wall where you can post, converse, share files using the options at the bottom, or conduct an instant meeting or schedule a meeting by clicking the Meet button at the upper right corner or the down arrow next to it to show the Schedule a Meeting option. We will talk more comprehensively about conducting an instant meeting and scheduling a meeting, including how you can send invitations inside Microsoft Teams in a separate video. Ganun din para sa assignments, calendar, calls, files, the three-dotted line called ellipse, apps, and help sa left menu bar para naman hindi maging masyadong mahabang video na to and baka malito-lito na kayo. But for now, just remember that everything that you do inside your Teams account will show up either in your activity page for general activities or in the chat page in the case of private conversations or private activities. And each type of teams you create will contain varying features and tools depending on what type of team you have created. For example, in my online classroom team, I have these tools showing at the top of the post page and in the left-hand panel that are not available in my other team, which is my school personnel team. And that's basically it for this quick tour. I hope this tutorial have given you a clear picture on how you can take advantage of Microsoft Teams and help you jumpstart in using all its features as a teacher para sa school mo, para sa working committees, and more importantly, para sa iyong mga estudyante. And as I've mentioned at the beginning of this video, this can be used as well by the students for their own after-school activities and purposes. Before you leave, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Tips and tricks in teaching for teachers and lesson-related tutorials naman para sa mga estudyante. Look for the other video where I share how to conduct and schedule virtual webinars and classroom meetings using Microsoft Teams. While for the meantime, this is Sir Z. Maraming salamat po sa time ninyo and looking forward to seeing you again. Stay safe. Class dismissed.